This is Cooking with Crystal, which is a subpart of Cooking with Amber, which is also a subpart of the Simple and Elegant podcast. Today, I'm going to be making bagels using my bread machine. First, I'm going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. Then I'm going to add a mixture of salt and sugar. Then I'm going to add very warm water. It's a little bit over a cup. And then I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. Okay, now I'm going to set the controls on the machine. I'm going to select dough, close the lid, and hit start. That's it. Bread machine stopped. It took about 1.5 hours to make the dough. So I'm going to take it out and then dump it onto the floured countertop. Don't worry, I washed the countertop. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get it. There we go. And so now I'm gonna get some flour on my hands and just knead it a little bit. Now I'm gonna divide it into 8 portions of dough because I'm gonna make 8 bagels. And there you go. Okay, now we're gonna create the bagel shape with one of the 8ths. And to do this, we're gonna first start pinching the dough from the sides and pinching it on what will eventually be the bottom. This will be the top. And the reason we do this is because we want it to be really smooth on top so that when it's baking, it doesn't crack. So now we will create the hole. Just punch it through and then separate, and then we've got a bagel. Now they need to rise some more, so I'm just gonna cover them with a clean kitchen towel for about 1 hour. Okay, now that they've risen a little bit, I'm going to transfer them to the boiling water, and the water has 3 tablespoons of sugar in it. And so then I'm going to do half the batch at once and let them boil for just a minute. And so I'll flip them after 30 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to put them on a clean towel. And I'm just using the same towel that I covered them with earlier. And I'll just let them drain for just a little bit. And then I'll transfer them to the baking sheet that has a little bit of cornmeal on it. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. Use my hands. Ooh, they're hot. Okay, now time to put the egg wash on top of the bagels and then top them with whatever toppings you want to use. I separated an egg and I don't have a pastry brush, so I'm just going to use a spatula and hopefully this works. I just finished putting the egg wash on, so now I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the top of all the bagels. Okay, so you need to have preheated your oven to 375 and then put your bagels in and set the timer for 20 minutes. I'm gonna make 2 different cream cheeses for the bagels. I took a regular block of cream cheese and cut it in half in one bowl. I'm gonna add scallions and onion powder and garlic salt too, and maybe a little fresh cracked pepper. And in the second one, I'm gonna do a honey walnut. So I'm just gonna add, and I'm just gonna eyeball the onion powder and then the garlic salt. Nut and honey one. Not really sure how much honey to do, but I feel like that is good. And just stir it up. Okay, it's been about 23 minutes, so they're ready to come out. There they go. I've stirred them both up, as you can see. The honey made this one look a little more whipped, maybe a little softer. Since this one didn't have like a honey additive, it's still pretty stiff, but they both taste really good. Okay, they're ready, and I'm gonna try cutting into one. Hopefully they taste good, because I've spent a lot of effort on this. Ooh, nice and soft in the middle. So it feels like chewy on the outside. Very good. You should definitely try these at home.